Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Is this thing on? Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Alright, so, wow, I already see a lot of freaking people in the chat already. Oh my god. Hey, how do I sound? No, seriously, how do I sound? Okay, s.h.i.e.l.d, Talkin, what's up? How do I sound? Is there a fuzz? Is there a bzzz, anything? Nothing? Nothing? We're good? I think that we're good. You hear rain? White noise. Shoot. Okay. I don't actually know how to stop that. Let me know if this helps. Does this make it easier? Full noise in the background. Let me see what I can do about that. How about now? Better. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can put this down. Stop moving. Okay. How about now? Is it awesome? Can you hear me better? Sweet. It's still there? Okay. So I have to figure out what that static thing is, but for now, I guess that we can still talk. Are we good? Volume lower. Okay, I'll just keep this thing up here. Okay, I'll just keep it up here. Anyway, so, hey, what's up, y'all? Let's see how we started all this. It's there. Just start. It's fine. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, man, this is my 96th podcast. It's like, still? I'm still having sound issues? All right, so let's see. What do we got here? Anyone else wonder what happened to Julia Pennyworth? I don't think she's been seen since the end of Scott Snyder's run on Batman. Yeah. Julia's interesting. What's going on, Mark? Dick, what's going on, brother? Mark again. Batman show us stay away in the Morrison Stein. Sean Drive, what's up? The Eye of Agamotto is here. Ghost World, what's going on, dude? Cryptid, how's it going? Paula, hello. I was thinking, but I didn't hear from you all week. Give a girl a couples. Wait, what? Okay, everybody stops talking. Special K, what's going on? Ghost Skittle, Yeto, Raven, what's up? Rantor, Tim Moonjit, that is like the coolest freaking name. Yeto, what's happening? Chewy. Okay, so everybody's here. All right. Actually, hold on. There's more? I didn't realize there was going to be more. Ron Price, hello. More. Red Black Cane is here. Okay, I guess we can continue. Exploring Comics. Tim Board, hey, what's happening? Oh, yeah. Definitely enjoy the chat, Tim. I was so tired when I edited. I meant to put your picture in there and make it look better and like actually write in that all this other stuff, and I didn't. So, yeah, it's just like, oh, podcast number 95 because I did that not too long afterwards. Rich Martinez, what's going on? Whoa, in Los Angeles, dude, is orange ash like falling down on you from where you're at? Because that sucks, man. Like, those fires are crazy. Wow. Like, I know it's an every year thing. It's just, dude, that absolutely sucks. Anyway, what do we got here? Avengers 4 leaked quantum suits. Did they leak the suits? I know they let them out. That was cool. Whoa, what do you mean Aquaman's out already? Dude, I'll end this freaking... Tim's funny. Dude, I'll end this podcast right now if Aquaman's already out. I'll go out there, I'll go watch that. I'll live stream from there. Be like, hey guys, this movie's actually kind of cool. I'm going to show you a quick bit. Hurry up before I get taken down. Just showing up. Just cold there in New York City. Oh, it's cold up in here too. Yo, and I got a leak, man. I had my window replaced earlier. By earlier, I mean like a couple months ago. And it turns out it's actually the framing is out. It's still jiggly. So last night I had a draft. I was like, okay, this is annoying, but it's in the middle of the night, so what am I going to do about it? Figured I'd get some insulation and, caulk it, make it better. And then I look at it today, I'm like, no, the thing's actually coming off, so I'm trying to fix the thing. Rain snuck in. Look at my drawing pad, dude. My drawing pad's all wet. my little sketch pad. I was going to do a thing of Hawkman. Well, I got my little Transformer guys here. Did all my stuff. And like, dude, freaking, look at my stuff. It's all wet. The stuff got all wet. I'm so mad right now. So, yeah, that sucks. Water damage sucks. Anyway, so that sketch pad is freaking ruined. Damn it. Anyway, but I did go out and get a new sketch pad. It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. And a portfolio pad, so I can try and dry that and I'll be good. Alright, so, well, some other people showed up, right? Big O, hello. I don't recall seeing you around before, so welcome. Viviclops, what's that? I always call it Viviclops, but Viclops. What's up, Viclops, X-Man? Rich Martinez is here on fire. That sucks, man. Ron Price absolutely loves Hawkman. Nice. Well, some people only have taste in their mouth. You have good taste all around. Jade D. Hope I didn't miss much. No, just me setting up in the snow in the background. The voice. It was supposed to snow today, just a little bit. Instead, what we had was a fire drill. That was fun. Not a fire drill. There was a false alarm. What do you call them? There's a fire alarm. So it's like, crap, kids, come on, get your stuff on, let's go. My youngest son, he's 3.5. He goes and he puts his pants on backwards. Like, take your pants off, put your pants on the right, because everybody's just hanging out in their pajamas. He's like, come on, let's get outside. So we get outside. The first fire truck's already there. I was like, see, we took too long. We could have been all burnt up by now. So, anyway. I hope they got Mira right. I'm good. Yeah, right. Amber Heard looks good, man. I think she's usually a pretty good actress. I can't think of anything she's ever been in before. Am I excited for the Loki show? You better damn well believe I'm excited for that Loki show. Plus the Scarlet Witch show that's coming out on Disney X, whatever they're going to be calling it, Disney streaming. Excuse me. They're hinting that Vision is going to be in there, at least a little bit. So that's awesome. I'm digging on that. Definitely digging on that. They also announced something else. Oh, Falcon and what's his face? Falcon and Bucky. Falcon and Winter Soldier, they're calling it. So it's like going to be the who will wield the shield deal. I'm loving that. What is it? Mira is looking fine as hell. How you doing? Mark Guerrero, John Constantine versus Mephisto. Come on, man. First off, one is a bad guy, and the other one is John Constantine. So, John Cena as Cap, please no. That would have killed me, dude. That would have killed me. But they are gonna have. What the hell is it? Oh yeah, I think you were looking at me. He would be great. Yes, exactly. Yedo. Bunch of people were actually. I was in a Twitter conversation with Sean Isaacs, the previous writer, or excuse me, the previous artist on what do you call it? The Champions, and I was like, yeah, I don't ever want to see John Cena as Captain America. That would be horrible. That would be terrible, because he's like, I would love to be Captain America. So you don't have the acting chops to be Captain America, all right? But as U.S. Agent, oh yeah, he could pull off U.S. Agent like crazy, dude. I would love to see him as freaking John Walker. That would be great. He's probably got like the perfect personality for it and everything. He doesn't have to say much. He just needs to act like the Marine. You know, he was in that WWE movie, The Marine. He could just act like that. You're golden, dude. Here, use this black uniform. Take this shield. You're John Walker, dude. You're awesome. That would be perfect. I would love that. What's up, Sue-Ann? How you doing? Let's see. I envy you. Can't draw worth for a lick. You know, half of my problem, Rantor, is that I haven't drawn for a while. I went to vocational school for art, and people didn't. The other kids there, they didn't like my art. Because I just drew for comic books, and everybody else was into, you know, I'm going to draw this stuff and that stuff and whatever, and it's like, okay, I just want to draw explosions and people fighting each other and stuff like that. That's it. And I did start to get kind of discouraged. Plus, I'd heard that you don't make a lot of money drawing comic books. Plus, I graduated in 1993, and that's only 3 years away from when Marvel would actually go bankrupt. So I had every inkling that comic book art was not going to be for me. It was not going to make money. I was going to be like a broke, you know, guy living in my freaking car and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, I better move on and do something else. And I want to become an electrical engineer instead. That started a succession of careers for me. But yeah, so I haven't really drawn that much. Every so often I'll draw, but most of the time I won't. And I just decided, you know what? I want to start writing, and I want to draw. Sorry, I want to write a nonfiction book first. I want to write a nonfiction book first, and then after that, I'm just going to start making fiction. And then once I actually get enough of these out, I can start putting them into comic book form also. And hopefully by then, maybe, you know, like a Marvel or a DC will contact me and be like, hey, buddy, what's up? You know what we'd like to do? So, yeah, at least until I get that call, hoping I one day get that call, I would like to be able to draw my own stuff also. You know, unless I can get somebody totally amazing and awesome like, I don't know, Ario Anandito to draw for me. That would be great, right? I have to pay him. I don't know if I could pay him enough. But anyway, what do we got here? I'm sure the kids love you. Oh, dude, my kids love me, man. The question is, am I living up to that love? Because sometimes I feel like I don't. My wife, you know, my wife's not from around, well, I shouldn't say, my wife is from around here, but, yeah, my wife is actually African, and she came here when she was 14 years old. So when she started high school here in Canada. So English is actually her third language, but it's still considered her native tongue because she got a degree in English. My wife's awesome, dude. Her first year when she came here, so freshman year of high school, she didn't know any English. She knew yes and no. That was really it. By the end of her 4 years, she was ready for university, and she got accepted into university for English. So she actually got a degree in English, and she now has a master's level degree in teaching English. So, like, dude, my wife is freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? I forget where I was going with that, but oh yes. So yeah, she's got the English down like you wouldn't believe it. She could, like I said, her English is better than most people who were born in an English-speaking country, speaking English and whatnot. But that being said, her pop culture references suck. They suck. So every so often, like for instance, last night, I'll introduce her to some new music and things like that. And I started playing Black Sabbath, Planet Caravan, because she knows Ozzy Osbourne, she knows Ronnie James Dio. Love Ronnie James Dio. So she knows Ronnie James, all right? But she never heard Planet Caravan. And if you guys have ever listened to that song before, it's nice, do 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 do. It's like it's you'd have to double check, like, is this really Black Sabbath doing this? That's not Ozzy singing. What's going on, dude? Like, it's a beautiful song, gorgeous song. So I play, and she's like, oh my God, this is great. So we just started going down the rabbit hole and started, listening more. I started playing some more Led Zeppelin for her, because that's my favorite band. Started playing a couple. I introduced her to the Who. She's never actually heard the Who before, so I started playing some Who. It was just one of those nights where I'm just like, let's just listen to some music. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, something came on that reminded me of Harry Chapin Carpenter's Cats in the Cradle. It's like, all right, you know what? You need to listen to some Cats in the Cradle. So I played it, and she's like, oh my God. Like, it was an amazing song. And I'm just like, yeah, that's what I'm always worried about, is that, I'm not spending enough time with the kids. And she's like, wow. Like, that's a cry-worthy song, But anyway, yeah, that's actually what happened last night. So, yes, the kids love me. I just hope I'm living up to all that. How's Spider-Geddon overall? Red Black Cane asks. It could have not happened, and I would have felt the exact same. It's nothing amazing. Comic Sam 18, your video and sound are off a few seconds. Godzilla movie. Oh, I'm like, no, it's not Godzilla movie. It's a Shaw Brothers film. You son of a bitch. You dare disrespect my honor? Prepare to fight and die. Ah! Dude, I grew up on freaking Kung Fu Theater, man. I grew up on Kung Fu Theater. I have 3 black belts. 3 black belts. And technically an honorary 4th black belt. My first honorary black belt was in Kung Fu Theater. Scarlet Witch should be in Doctor Strange 2. Oh, God, that would be awesome. That would be amazing, Mark. Let's see. Are we getting a Doctor Strange 2? We will get a Doctor Strange 2. The question is when. It might not be in Phase 4. We don't know yet. Should be. But next year, next year we're only getting, I believe, we're getting Far From Home, Avengers 5. No, Avengers 4. It's called Avengers 4. Annihilation. And Captain freaking Marvel. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be getting some Carol Danvers. So, guys are all rock stars. Chewy13, Suicide Black Files was good. Looking forward to issue 2. Yeah, all 5 of those issues should be amazing. It's basically like Justice League Dark, but for the Suicide Squad. It's sick. Plus, Gentleman Ghost is in it. Can't go wrong, dude. Anybody see Overlord this weekend? Fritz from Agents of S.h.i.e.l.d. is in it. I don't know what that's about. I don't watch regular TV, so unless it happens to show up on YouTube, the trailer, I have no idea what that's about. So I actually have to look up the Overlord trailer and see what's up with that, Dick. Let's see. How far do you think Titans compares to the Netflix shows? It doesn't even come close, dude. Honestly, like, you know what? I would compare it to Iron Fist. That's what I would do. I'd compare it to Iron Fist. It's like that. I enjoyed the recent episode. I loved the episode before that with Doom Patrol. That was amazing. But Exploring Comics, I loved. John Cena does look like he's got the body of a super soldier cryptid. But Exploring Comics says, I enjoyed Green Lantern 1. I'm going to read the series, set up for a good issue 2. Yeah, it looks like it's got the basics down pat. You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to slowly start expanding from there. BMA Comics, wow, you're still alive. Hello. I haven't seen you in forever, dude. Did you get sick or something? Damn, I think it's been like, what, a year? It's been months. It's been months. What's going on, man? Freaking A, dude. BMA Comics, what's going on? Sebastian Orduz, ooh, what's up? Also, did you buy Transformers Lost Light? No, I didn't buy Transformers Lost Light. I'm sorry. Because I know that it's ending and stuff, and I just haven't been reading it. Because, like I said, there's way too many Transformers comics, which is exactly what IDW is doing, is they're fixing that. And hopefully they're at least going to start it off in a better way and not combine them all so that we need to read all of them. Because I hated the idea that I tried to jump on to different Transformers comic books over the course of their life, and each one is like, oh, this happened in Lost Light, oh, this happened in, Bumblebee, this happened in such and such. Like, dude, I'm not buying all these comic books. That's not happening. So no, I'm not going to do that with freaking IDW. That will not happen. So they need to kind of slow down a little bit. Rand, you're right. Awesome. Dude, put up some of that writing. Link it in the Facebook group, Comic Book University Facebook group, dude. Check it out and throw up some links to the writing there, please. Or if there's a blog, go to my my Twitter and link some of the stuff there so that we can read some of that. Yeah, I hope the Falcon Winter Soldier show means that we get Falcon Winter Soldier comic. That would be pretty cool. I was really hoping that the Marvel, what was it? Not 2-in-1. The Marvel, the other one. For crying out loud. Anyway, the one with Bucky. I really thought that was supposed to continue. Because they had Bucky and Hawkeye in it. And it didn't continue. I'm actually really upset that it didn't. My brother had a similar experience in the art school. I'm sorry, JD. Yeah, that really sucks when people start, stomping on your dreams. Teen Titans versus Champions. We could do that because Walt Simonson wrote the Teen Titans versus, what do you call? Come on now. Versus the X-Men. And that was a really good book. I own it. I have to do a spotlight story on that one of these days. If I were better at math, I'd love to have gone into electrical engineering. Well, depending on how old you are, like if you're in your 30s, if you're still in your 20s, then for sure. If you're in your 30s, it might be worth switching careers. Dude, I'm 43, and I'm thinking about next year going into law school. You know what I'm saying? So, literally, follow your dreams. To hell with anybody who says otherwise. That was something I had to learn the hard way, but at least I learned it. But as far as being good with math, you don't have to be great at math. You need to be competent. And that will literally be sufficient. I'm serious. It helps. It definitely helps to be really good at math. But just get down the basics that you'll need. Make sure that you're at least competent. You know what I'm saying? If you could get into a regular college, and with the math that you've got, I promise you're golden. You are totally golden. Just go in, do what you got to do. You'll have to learn X and Y tangents, X and Y axes. You know what I'm saying? Up to there, just do that. You'll be fine, seriously. And electrical engineering can be fun. One of my biggest problems I had with is that I kept on getting stuck with military contracts, and I wasn't interested in military contracts. But I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, everything jumped. Okay, so I'm going to go from about... Yes, Tales of Suspense. Thank you, Cryptid. Okay, so I'm going to start from here. Sorry. Be made comments. I'm good. I'm alive. And glad I made it to the live stream. Me too, dude. True Fan Forum. What's going on, brother? Hello, Professor. Hello, fellow students. Alumni. I like alumni. We sound important that way. Caleb, what's going on, man? Sentry merging with the Void. Hell yeah, kicking the Avengers' ass and leaving Earth. The Avengers have gotten their butts handed to them by Sentry, Namor, and the Hulk. Sentry, but Namor? Come on. No. Namor is that tough, especially underwater. Yeah, Namor is that tough, man. Like, that's the thing. You got to remember, man, like, Doctor Strange runs with the gods. Hulk fights with gods. Silver Surfer helps his god eat other gods. And Namor is on that team also. I'm talking about the original Defenders, all right? And Namor is on that team too. Even if you suggest that Namor is the weak link because when he comes out of water, he was still on his team and he more than held his own. So, like, that's an important facet to remember about who Namor really is. He is tough as nails, man. Woof. As much as I loves me some Aquaman, Namor versus Aquaman, I do not envy being Aquaman in that fight, man. He is not going to get out of there healthy. Enter the Dragon. Much love. There you go, Comic Sam. Yeto repost. Hey, Professor, are you familiar with the Fables series? Fables, you mean the one that Val Staples? Well, my kids just do not want to go to bed. Oh, they fighting. Wife's got it. Actually, she's sick. Shoot. Yeah, if they start acting up too bad, I got to go out there because my wife is sick right now. She got a cold. Anyway. But, what was it? Yeah, Fable from Valerie Staples, I think her name is, draws it. I can't remember who writes it. I read the first volume, and it was amazing, and I just didn't follow with the second one. And one of these days I will go back and read them. But, yeah, the first volume was, wow, really good. Yay, back. My net dropped. That sucks. Welcome back, Raven. Viclops. Well, what are you going to address your thoughts on the recent deaths in the X books? Well, I guess we can get into a little bit of spoiler territory. Young Cyclops died? Holy crap. That changes things, because, like, they can't go back now. Or if they go back, it's not the same. Everything's changed. But I'm hoping that somehow this leads to adult Cyclops coming back, man. Like, I don't know where Ed Brisson's going with this, but I feel like he's exercising some dark demons in his soul right now because, like, he just killed young Cyclops. I loved young Cyclops. This is going to sound weird, but in many ways, I kind of like young Cyclops better than old Cyclops because they haven't corrupted him yet. You know what I'm saying? And I love seeing the corruption and him having to deal with everything because, like, he's effing awesome. But, man, man, they killed young Cyclops, bruh. Oh, man. So I don't know what they're going to do from this point on. Like, issue 5 is going to be something. And then we're going to switch into another series. Plus this coming Wednesday, dude, Uncanny X-Men, issue number 1. It's back, baby. It's back. So, jeez, it just jumped again. Crap. Okay, I can't see where it all came. Hey, our sarcasm is there. I'm going to start from there. Hey, Professor. What's going on, our sarcasm? Bill, is it weird Penguin had a wife that was 20 years younger than him? I dated a girl who was a little younger than 12 years younger than me for 4.5 years. It was fine. I don't know. I guess. Maybe Penguin's just got those mad skills, bruh. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she was just a gold digger. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's funny. I don't read a whole lot of the Penguin. I was just talking with Cryptid a little while ago on one of the comment sections, and he was giving me some updates on the Penguin. I'm like, wow, Penguin is pretty badass, you know. But for all intents and purposes, 38 in class. What the hell? Playing hooky. What are you playing hooky for, dude? Sebastian, who's your favorite combiner in Transformers? Oh, Devastator, dude. Don't even, come on, man. Don't even front. It's Devastator, and it's Devastator. After that, I would probably go with Bruticus, because, like, from the TV show, the voice was awesome. Every time he moved, I just wanted to be like, I'm buff, dude. But no, dude. By any stretch of the imagination, Devastator is the absolute hands-down best. First in line, baby. Suan, I think the title for Avengers 4 should be Avengers 4. We're here to crush your heart. No, that was the title of Avengers 3. Avengers 4 is we're here to sweep up the mess that we left. Sorry. Spectre versus Dormammu. Oh, Spectre. Mark Guerrero, it's Spectre, brah. So, Rantor. DC. I just see DC. I'm going to assume that's Detective Comics and not District of Columbia, but hey. Ron Price, what's going on, man? Namor can be quite vicious when he wants to be. Namor, I can imagine Namor being vicious at a buffet. Saying, go in there and be like, the seafood platter. Yes. Get away. He's got his freaking trident right there. I'll take one of these, and I definitely want some roast beef. You know, now that I mention that, don't we have any buffets by me? I haven't seen any buffets up here, man. What's up with that? Were there any buffets in Saudi Arabia? I don't remember any buffets in Saudi Arabia. Damn, if that's the case, it's been like 7.5 years since I've been to a buffet. Maybe 8. Yo, that's kind of criminal. No, because some summers when I would come back, yeah, we would, the family, we would go to like a buffet for some kind of event or something. So anyway, yeah, why is it Hawkman Day? Well, that's easy. Special K33, because Tim Board, the leader of Hawk World, he's on Facebook and he's on Twitter and he's got his own blog. He has decided that today is International Hawkman Day. I believe it's actually the first day that the first issue, the first appearance of Hawkman came out. So the first appearance in Flash Comics issue number 1. Yeah, he actually came. He and Hawkwoman actually came out before Wonder Woman did. So yeah, it's International Hawkman Day. Anyway, you know what? Hey guys, real talk. Go and check out Tim Board or just Hawk World on Twitter and Facebook. Robert Venditti and Brian Hitch, the writer and artist respectively on the current Hawkman series, they're giving away a whole bunch of prizes. Brian Hitch is actually giving away one independent sketch. He did a sketch of Hawkman. He's got the image up, and he's going to give it to one winner. You go and check out, what do you call it? Hawk World on Twitter. Boom. Or on Facebook. Either one, whatever's good for you. And bang, you'll find it right there. You're golden. Yeah, you have a chance to enter in that running. I'm going to put in for it. I'm serious. I'm going to put in for it because that's kind of freaking awesome. I told him I wasn't going to go for any of those, but no, I changed my mind. Comic fan, what do you think of Superboy Prime? Superboy Prime is extremely fun in small doses. And what I mean by that is once every decade, Superboy Prime should come back. I'm serious. But that's also very much how I feel about Doomsday. Once every 10 years, if not, if you need him a little bit more than that, maybe once every 5 years at absolute most, literally. You can use one person, you want to, whoever wants to use Doomsday in a comic book, everybody, whoever's going to get the short straw, whatever, okay? Just, we'll have a raffle maybe, and then you get to write Doomsday in your comic book, but that's it. One person every 5 years maximum, because dude is way overused, especially since they're not having him like win. He needs to win sometimes. He needs to kill somebody, you know? Just no, not happy with that. Him, Juggernaut, so many characters, they just treat him like crap, man. Like, oh, be afraid, it's Doomsday. If I saw Doomsday, I'd be like, no, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Doomsday, you beat up Superman once, and after that, you've been chumped out ever since, dude. Like the Robin, Tim Drake Robin, and his older version of himself outpaced you. This is, mind you, a guy who's as fast as Superman outpaced him, and we're still talking the whole time, meaning that they weren't even running as fast as they could. Come on now. Anyway, Professor likes Hawkman. Yes, I do like Hawkman. He's my second favorite character, right after Captain America. Thanos versus Ant-Monitor. I'm messing with you, the Anti-Monitor. Oh, that's a rough one, man. That's a real rough one. I would say in straight-out fight, Anti-Monitor, obviously. But nah, man. Like, I have the distinct feeling that Thanos will find a way around it. Okay, whole lot of... Shoot, it jumped again. Okay, I've got to go down to the bottom because I'm missing a lot of stuff. You guys are asking questions, and I'm getting to them like a half an hour later. So, sorry. I'm going to start from here. Didn't know it was Hawkman Day. No worries, BMA Comics. That's why I'm here, bruh. So, JD, the thought of owning an original Hawkman sketch from Hitch makes me need new pants. There you go. That's the kind of excitement we need for Hawkman Day. Plus, Namor can fly. Aqua can't. That is true. That is true. Those little tiny winglet wings. You know, in those early comics, his mom actually had those wings too, but that was retconned out. Special K, I need some characters needing space. I agree, some characters need spacing. Great call, thank you. Especially if they're not going to be winning, you know. But yeah, just can't be having them all the time showing up. It just detracts from them. Yeto, Aquaman is something Namor will never have. Mera. Bang. And that, Yeto, is why you get an A+ today. Exploring Comics, I think the end of this year we're going to get a ton of... Okay, that just jumped. A ton of great books coming out. I sure do hope so. Yeah, Doomsday beats Superman. They have downgraded that fool. Or, what have you done for me lately? Miss Fantastic, Emma, Namor, smashed. The Fight Class is hysterical. Comic fan, want to ask, what do you think of Grant Morrison's new X-Men? I liked what he was doing. I think that it's not fair that he had his hands tied, because, you know, there was a lot that he wanted to do that apparently they stopped him from doing it. So I understand why he wanted to leave. Grant Morrison is one of those guys, you need to, if you're going to hire Grant Morrison, then you need to understand one thing first and foremost, and that is that you just hired Grant Morrison. Look, I understand with some newer writers, you might have to rein them in once in a while. It's like, no, you can't do that because... But somebody like Grant Morrison, dude, when he writes, you got to understand, you hired him. This is Grant effing Morrison. You let him go. And at best, you could say, this is going to be an Elseworlds, or in Marvel, it would be considered a what if, right? But you gotta just let the dude do what he does, you know? Like that whole thing with Magneto actually being, okay, I know his name. I did a 10 things about the character, Metal Mask. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, him. The star. There's a dwarf star in his head. What do you call it? Yeah, that was just an ate the hell up mess. That was a soup sandwich, and that was because they started reining him in. Like, no, don't do that, can't do that. So yeah, they need to just let him do what he's got to do. Whoa, Rantor, Deathstroke versus Captain America. That's Captain America, brah. Sorry, that's Captain America. And you're just trying to mess with me right now because you know I like Captain America best. But no, I'm gonna have to give it to Captain America because you look at how Deathstroke is being treated in the comic books right now, and you look at the way that Captain America is being treated in the comic books right now. I have spoken. Chewy 13. I like choices, but 30. Oh, it's only 30? I heard it's going to be more than 30 variants. But yeah, that is ludicrous. That is oh, that's just ridiculous. Plus, like, you know what? I got to actually go and talk to Carlos about that at Gotham Central Comics. Thank you, Raven Zorn. Raven's the guy who's always just like, oh, you need random trivia? Boom. Oh, wow. That was loud. He's like, boom, gotcha. Raven's always there for me, dude. Thank you. I love you, man. So, what happened? Crap, can't remember what. Oh, yeah, 30. I gotta go and talk to Carlos from Gotham Central about that's my comic book store and ask, like, you know, dude, how many of each variant do you have to buy if you're gonna buy the variant? Because I know a lot of guys aren't buying those because that's just too much. But my comic book store happens to be the biggest comic book store in Canada, so yeah, of course, he's probably gonna buy them all. We'll see. JD, DNC is gonna be taken to the cleaners, and I can't wait. Just the idea that the one thing that it really wants, he's probably never going to have, yeah, which is to be a comic book writer. I would hate to be burning my bridges before I actually crossed them, or before I even got to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, they're looking through my binoculars. Oh, there's a bridge I have to take. Let's start shooting flare guns. Like, why would you want to do that? What do you call? How do you think adult Jean and Emma will react when they meet? Yeah, I don't know. You know what I imagine? How I would do it? I would have a comic book. Like, I would probably do it in X-Men Red, the final issue of X-Men Red. You know, Tom Taylor finishes all of his stories, and then either he or somebody else decides, let's do one more issue of X-Men Red, where we can just clear the air right now. Or you could start Uncanny X-Men with it. Whatever. Where you just see like this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And what do you call it? You just see like, you know, these two absolutely beautiful women. And it doesn't look like Jean, doesn't look like Emma, but it's actually them. But they're in astral bodies on the astral plane. And they're just hanging out, having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Jean is in Xlantis, and Emma is off, I don't know, murdering small, you know, inhuman children someplace. Either way, they're just, you know, they're just being themselves, but they're having a nice little conversation with each other, and maybe an occasional threat is pulled. What I would really like to see, sorry Emma fans, I would like to see that, you know, Emma's giving you know, a threat, and Jean just kind of counters and like raises an eyebrow, and Emma just kind of sits back a little bit. That's it. Just that one little tiny bit of motion would be enough to show, I relent. I realize that you're the alpha because you came back. You got incredible powers right now. Like, that would be great. But it would also be cool if they could also bond over having both been Phoenix entities. All of that. I think that would be great. And that was just their conversation. That's how I would write it. Just to clear the air right away. You know what I'm saying? That would, to me, that would be a beautiful scene. I would love to see that. And you could probably do all of that in an entire book, or just in the first 6 pages of a book, you know? Jean probably wouldn't care. She seems like she's beyond caring at the moment, and I totally agree. She's got a whole pocket full of craps, and she's got not one crap to give to Emma or Scott or anything for the most part. I know she's always going to love Scott, but it doesn't mean that she needs Scott. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. As sophisticated as Emma always acts, right now, Jean is the most mature I've ever seen her. I mean, like, she's more than just a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a full-grown, she's a woman. And it's awesome. I love reading her this way. I wish that Tom Taylor would continue writing her. Absolutely love her poise, her demeanor, everything. She is so completely in charge, of herself, of those around her, while she's still willing to listen to other people and able to listen to other people. Absolutely, like, she's way more mature. So I could see her forever loving Scott and what she had with Scott, but still being able to move on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Right now, the way that she's being written, I don't feel the need. You know, like, you know, when we were younger, it's like, oh, who's going to get with her? Who's going to get with her? Who's she going to get with? You know, and so on and so forth. Maybe it's just me being old now, but honestly, I don't need to see Jean with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you get older, you start to realize there's more. Love is more than, we always associate love with, you know, the person who we're with, but There's love of children, love of your own children, love of, your pets, love of your parents, love of your friends, love of your extended family. I mean, like, there's lots of different loves out there. Love of a hobby. There's so many different loves out there that you don't need to focus on that one love, And I feel like Jean is being written that way. She doesn't necessarily need it, or she can wait for something good to spring up, That would be great. I would just love to see her continue to be written that way. True fan 4. Okay, you know what? Sorry. Yeah, I already called you. Shoot, if I can find it again. It jumped. Okay, you guys are just talking with each other. All right, cool. Atlantis, yes, they're in. Their X-Men are in Atlantis right now. You know what? I'm not going to explain to you, Dick. Okay, because you hate the current comic books anyway. So it's a wasted effort. Comic fan, what do you think of the moment when in All-Star Comics he stops a girl from committing suicide? I think that is one of the most beautiful comic books that was ever written. And if you had been reading Jerry Duggan doing Deadpool actually had an issue that copied that also, and he completely screwed it up. And by he, pronouns pal, I don't mean Jerry Duggan, I mean Deadpool. It was a very fun comic book, but there was also a hint of seriousness in it also, where he respectfully says, listen, the last place I'm going to bring you to is a specialist, a psychologist, because let's be realistic, of all the people in the world, I'm the least qualified to try and talk you out of doing something stupid. So, why don't you go and talk to this therapist? Like, it was a great comic book. It was a great comic book, man. But, when I do think about that, it's funny, me and Lewis from the Geek Fortress, once in a while we talk about that issue because it really was one of the perfect Superman issues ever. If you ever want to, it's like, listen, I don't like Superman because he's OP, he's blah, 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 blah. Just shush them and give them a copy of that comic book. That's real talk, man. Just be like, here, read that, call me when you're done. And just patiently sit by and wait for the phone call. And somebody say, this Superman I can read. Because anybody can read that. That's a freaking amazing Superman right there. Okay. So, let's see. Without her, Jean would be lost in X-Men Red. Trinari's powers are legit absurd. Trinary is awesome. And see, and that's still one of those young love things where I wouldn't mind seeing her with Gentle. Like, that was actually a really cool moment that freaking Laura and Honey Badger had with them. That was great. Gentle, you fought the Hulk, and you're afraid to ask her out on a date? I love that, man. That's good writing. That's damn good writing. Let's see. Suan, a villain I would like to see written correctly is Arcade. That's a good one. I would like to see him rig up a sick, deadly theme park that was actually dangerous. Something like Saw meets Disneyland. So you know what? How about Arcade in a Marvel Max book? Ching! Money. Yes, I'm a little bit stuffy, but I smell money. If she was around when Bastion was going ape crap, Trinary would... Ooh, that's a good one. Back in the beginning of X-Men Gold? That would have been pretty fun. Actually, that was X-Men Blue. Yeah, they had the other Sentinel thing, that what was it, a nanovirus Sentinel in X-Men Gold. That one would have been, both of them, that would have been pretty cool. Clear the air. Is that smart? Not going to happen. Magneto is greater than Zorn. I can't argue with you there, Damien. Okay, let's start from here. Yeto, my favorite Superman was that relationship he had with his cat. I forget which Superman that was, but that brought a tear to my eye. Okay, now I kind of want to read that one too. I don't remember that one. Comments, please. Viclops, the Atlantis versus Wakandan beef happened. Versus Wakanda beef happened first in AVX when Namor got the Phoenix Force. He flooded Wakanda. Your reason would be cooler, but oh well. Yeah, he decided he had that power, and they were like, "We got to do something." Namor's like, "I know what to do," and he went straight for Wakanda and flooded it. And it's like, dude, are you effing kidding me? And from that point on, from not too far after that point on, Shuri named Black Panther her brother. Actually, he wasn't Black Panther quite at the time. but said, "You're the one who will put the knife where it belongs. You're the one who's going to sheathe the knife where it belongs," which is in Namor's chest. Psh, beautiful, beautiful. Sue Ann says that Jean Grey is Xavier's dream given flesh. Great point. And that's been said before. I guess you're agreeing with Yeto. Yeah, I can't remember who said. I think it was Yeto, but yes, I've seen somebody say that before in the comments, and I have to agree entirely. She is carrying on the flame as it should be, because she was one of his first students. Yep. And not only that, she does still have her own take on it. She is still her own person. So she is able to do it her own way. Man, it's funny how Jean is just such an amazing character. Let's go, I think here, yeah, Exploring Comics. I just want to say thank you for putting on some great, putting me on to some great books. I mean, I'm new to comics, and I've fallen in love. Any more you could think of, let me know. I'm also getting my copy of the Max. Thanks. No worries there, Exploring Comics. That's what I do, man. Every so often I'll have a writer who will not be interested in, not just not talking to me, but like, I don't bother retweeting anybody's tweets, and in that regard, like certain writers, I won't bother retweeting their tweets. People who are just like, you know, they seem to ignore me, because I know there's a lot, whatever. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there. They're always, you know, hey, this, that, and the other thing, whatever. You know, they're trying to self-aggrandizement. They're trying to promote themselves. And I get it. They're trying to make a business. And I wouldn't mind if this became a business also. But it's going to happen or it won't. I'm not necessarily actively trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no Patreon page for you guys to support me on. Because, like I said, Comic Book University is tuition free. The reason why I do this is because I do love comic books. This is a great hobby. This is a great... I'm able to kind of exercise some of my own demons this way, you know what I'm saying? Nothing quite that bad, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a great stress relief, you know? I work in the early mornings, what do you call it, doing, teaching English overseas, online, and then, what do you call it, and then I'm a stay-at-home dad, you know what I'm saying? I stay at home and I watch 2 kids all day long while my wife, you know, drives into the city to work, you know, so bust my ass. I really do. So, like, comic books are the perfect escape for me, and being able to share that online, like, it just, I don't know, I do have a lot of energy, thank God, you know, but, like, yeah, this is one of the ways I do it, so, I'm more than happy to, try and put you guys on some great books, but at the same time, like I said, a university isn't a university if it's just a lecture hall. I'm not here to lecture to anybody. I do love it when you guys also give me back great books that I can, you know, look into and read. And I don't get it so much on Twitter, but on the Facebook group I do get a lot, and on YouTube in the comments, some people are like, hey, do you read such and such? No, I don't, but I could. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know, it is a university. I do like the idea that ideas flow both ways. So, has Arcade ever teamed up with Mojo? If not, they should. You know, I feel like they have, but I can't think of an instance where they did. But yeah, right? Wouldn't that be something interesting? At the very least, if Arcade made an arcade world, but had everybody convinced that it was Mojo. Because how sick would that be? You know what? If nobody's written that before, I will. I will, Marvel. I would love to see Arcade make a Mojo-verse, so to speak. So now what happens? Why is this so dangerous? Because everything's trying to kill them. Just like Arcade, or like Mojo would be trying to kill them necessarily, but not quite as gruesome. Remember, everything's done for ratings. So there's a time when, okay, now I think one of the X-Men has to die, you know, and then all of a sudden the traps become more dangerous. But they'd also be trying to look for the signal source to confuse it, to scramble the signal, and all sorts of different things and things like that. And Arcade would actually be behind this, so they'd be thinking it's Mojo, so they'd be planning to fight and to repel one enemy, when in reality it's actually a different enemy that has a very similar yet different approach to what he does. And therefore, they'd be barking up the wrong tree, and this could potentially get one of them legit killed. At least, as far as X-Men can be killed. They always get better. She turned me into a newt. I got better. So, yeah, I could, Dick Fillmore's probably clapping right now. Yes, there are some movies I've seen. So, Zorn is my favorite X-Men. Well, I can't complain. Zorn's an awesome X-Men. Ron Price, yes, I'd love to see more arcade. Have him get more shine. Let's see. Special K, we do not speak of arcade in Battle World. Don't know what you're talking about. Best Superman is when Ali beats his ass. Yeah, I've actually got that poster right over here. The full, like the double cover, both, the wraparound cover. There we go. I've actually got that up there signed by, I know his name. I freaking interviewed him. Not Ayers. What the hell? Oh, come on. And his signature sucks. Wow, I feel like such a twit. Can't remember his freaking name right now. This is what I get for doing this so late. But anyway, yeah. I got the cover right over here. So, hashtag Cyclops was right. Well, JD, you're not wrong. Deathstroke Arkham, great story. Hold on, so is that the current arc that's happening right now with him in Arkham Asylum? Is it really great? Because I'll jump back on again if it's really that good. I just didn't like the Deathstroke versus Batman. It was kind of boring. What the frick? It's all jumping again. Segment. Yes, I have to get ready for the segment. Exploring comics. You guys are going back and forth. Okay. Desmond Edwards, are you going to do a video on Deathstroke number 37 this week? Your videos are great. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome, Desmond. Happy to. Is it out this did it just come out this week? Because I could get it on Comixology and I can look at it, but yeah, I don't know. It depends. That's two people saying I should get it. If it's good, yeah, I'll probably check it out. I'll see. Yeto, I think what you do is that just jumped. Think what you do is best, Bill, is put out much needed positivity in the community. Thank you. Comic book fans just find too much negativity to complain about lately. Yeah, it's the internet. You get instant gratification, instant everything. So your first emotion is the emotion that you'll usually tweet about, right? Because you're still hot in the moment or whatever, and it's like, oh. So yeah, it is what it is. Damn, no Walmarts in Oz. Where's Oz? You mean like Fairyland, Yellow Brick Road Oz? You know what? I'm okay with that. I don't like Walmart. I'm not saying I don't shop there, because they do have great Marvel Legends figures every once in a while. Oh, I got a new one. I got a well, I shouldn't say a new one, but I found a Spider-Man at a Goodwill store. One of the older Marvel Legends 6-inch Spider-Man figures, really, really super articulate, great condition, no paint chip or anything. It's awesome. So yeah, I was really happy to find this, because the one that I've got is actually glued upside down up there, and I didn't want to break the glue. So now I've got a very similar new one, and I can actually do things with him now. I like to put the comics and the Marvel Legends figures to advertise that I reviewed them once in a while on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, I got to put my Instagram address on the front page so that people could see I have an Instagram too. Have you read any TWD comics, the Walking Dead comics? Yes, I read the first volume, and then I read the volume with Negan, when Negan first appeared, the I Am Negan stuff. I read those. So pretty much I'm all caught up with the where the TV series kind of is. I only watched the first 2 episodes of this season's The Walking Dead. I know that Rick left. I know what happened to Rick, but I don't. Yeah, I haven't actually been watching them, and yeah. Anyway, no, I haven't been reading The Walking Dead. Unfortunately, sorry. Special K, I know this channel has such positive aspect to it, and Bill keeps it cool. Thank you very much. I do try. Neil Adams, thank you, Dick Fillmore. Yeah, just every so often I've got like Dick Ayers in my head whenever I look at this. I don't know why, but Dick Ayers always shows up in there. And it's like, it's not Dick Ayers, it's Neil Adams. So, yeah, I'm actually going to have to like get a Post-it, put it on there so I can remember because, wow. Thank you, Dick. Let's see. William W. Hey, man, good night. What do you think is the secret behind the Immortal Hulk? Oh, I've mentioned it in my reviews before. I'm positive that's the combination of Devil Hulk and Guilt Hulk, because they're showing the image of Bruce Banner's dad, Brian Banner, and that was the visage that Guilt and Devil Hulk always took. Specifically, I think it was the Guilt Hulk who always took that look first. But then when they combined, they still continue to use that look. So I'm positive that's what it is. Oh, Oz is Australia. I didn't know that. Thank you, Roland Edwards. Bang. You're going to want those Matina covers for Deathstroke? Real? Okay. I'll take a look. What's your Twitter, if you don't mind? Comic Book Uni. You can also, if you go to the front page of this YouTube group, you'll see it in the upper right hand corner. You'll see my Facebook link. I don't know. You'll see two links up there. Anyway, one is my email that you can that I set up for here, and the other one is the Twitter account. And I have to put up the Instagram link on there too one of these days. I should probably put up the Facebook group link up there too, but maybe I'll get around to it. You're gonna want those. Oh yeah, I just saw that. Crap, jumping around too much. Okay, let's just go here. Get some green tea for that cough, Professor. Yeah, you know what I should also do for now? I have green tea. I don't know what I just dropped. Oh yeah, that's right. My wife got this and I forgot to use it. This is a connector for my iPhone to SD cable? Yeah, HDMI, so that I can hook up my iPhone to the TV, and then we can actually do our what do you call it? I can actually do my DDP yoga on the TV instead of looking at the little tiny phone. Trying to get rid of my dad bod. JD, no prize for beating me by a minute. Oh, JD said it first. I didn't see it because it keeps on jumping. Do you do conventions in the U.S. 2020 in PA? I don't know. See, what would I do at a convention? I'd sit there and talk and things like that, but I don't know what I'd actually do. What is probably going to wind up happening is starting next year, hot toddy is greater than green tea. Filmer's freaking hysterical. You guys got to look up a hot toddy for that. A little whiskey. What do you call it? Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles actually wants me to go over and start doing some comic book conventions with them. Like they actually wanted me to go to New York Comic Con, and they didn't give me enough time. So I was like, I can't. I'd have to look up, try and get my mother-in-law to watch the kids and stuff. I can't just pick up, I'm the stay-at-home dad. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. So with a little bit of extra help, or with a little extra notice, I possibly could. So yeah, maybe starting next year, I could start doing stuff like that. Be on a panel, do an interview. I would love to be able to go and do interviews. We'll see. But aggressively relaxing. What's going on, dude? This week's X-Men Red is how every story should end in the Marvel Universe. Overwhelming force of superheroes shows up. That really was beautiful, man. And again, it's very mature. She called up the people who know better. She called up Tony Stark, and had the conversation there. And who does not want to see Trinary join Tony Stark? Because that would be freaking awesome. Have you watched Goblin Slayer yet? What is Goblin Slayer? I don't know what that means. Is that a TV series? Is that a movie? I don't know what that is, but it sounds freaking awesome. Oh, wait. I think you were talking about that before. Oh, that's like an anime or something like that, right? Yeah, no, I did not watch Goblin Slayer yet. I'm sorry. Stark would corrupt Trinary. No, Stark is actually really good right now, and plus, I'm more interested in seeing Trinary hanging out with Jocasta. I think that would be awesome. I'm not gonna like Goblin Slayer. Oh, I'm not? Okay. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Plus, the idea of me jumping on a new TV series, something like that, that's really hard to do. That's really hard to do because, like, a TV series is a commitment. That's actually me foregoing sleep. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. Do you read G.I. Joe: Real American Hero by IDW Publishing? That's a continuation of the Marvel version, but no Marvel. Sebastian, no, I don't. Dude, you're a huge fan of IDW, huh? I don't. Isn't Larry Hama actually on that? Because I was thinking about it, but we'll see. Did Dan Slott make you like Tony? Yes, Dan Slott did actually make me start to. Well, no, not did. Ing, present tense. He's making me like Tony. I don't like Tony yet, so just calm down with all that, y'all. But let's see. Do I have? No, I'm gonna have to unplug this. Okay. My bias towards Stark, it's an unstoppable force, just like Juggernaut. Wait, yes, he still does. Okay, so let's see all this good stuff that you got up in here. Oh, you're sending me a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oops, nope, sorry. Stop it. Okay, first off, Fantastic Four, issue number 5. Okay, my phone's being very slow right now. So, the wedding of Ben Grimm and Alicia Masters. It's about damn time, right? Own G.I. Joe. I haven't read the Metal series. I want to, though. I need to get the tie-in. Also, is Damage a tie? A tie-in? No. Damage doesn't actually appear in if this is the question you're asking, Damage doesn't appear in the Metal series. That girl who created him, that general, whatever her name is, the colonel, whatever the hell she is, she appears in there. But that's really it. Like, that's the scene where she's like, hey, should I bring in the Damage program? And then, oh, God, crap, I'm tired again. I can't remember her name right now. Evil Nick Fury in in DC Comics, in charge of the Suicide Squad. Jesus, can't believe I can't remember her freaking name. Anyway, her. Like, it's right there and I just can't get it. Somebody will mention it, no prize. Anyway, yeah, she just says to her, like, no, your program is stupid. Anyway, what the heck is this Spider-Geddon thing? Spider-Geddon 5, the rematch. Rematch with who? Oh, that looks like Cosmic. Oh, wow. Hey, the Cosmic Spider-Man is back. I remember he got killed in the original one. Amanda Waller. Thank you, Rand. Appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes I get tired. 10 things about Manifold, please. That's actually a really good suggestion, Sebastian. Attention. Alert. This cover has been stolen. Please send any information on the whereabouts of this cover to spideyoffice@marvel.com. The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10. And there's Black Cat going, shh. That is great. Oh, man. Cullen Bunn made this character. Oh! Cullen Bunn actually made the Spiders Man. That is freaking hysterical. And yeah, I guess that makes sense that Bunn made him. I don't know if you guys saw this in the recent Spider-Geddon issue. I doubt it's his first appearance, but Spiders Man. The plural is in the spiders. He's about 1,000 spiders, and they all believe that they are combined Peter Parker. And he's talking about always eating somebody. It's freaking hysterical. Oh no! Miles Morales Spider-Man. They're just gonna. Okay, so this is Fearmonger. This is a variant cover. It looks like one of the Fantastic Four variant covers. Okay, because I was a little bit worried there. Like, Fearmonger against freaking what's his name? Miles Morales. Not fun. Ooh, champions with Ronan Bunch of really nice ones. What is this? That's it? That's it? Oh, and a bunch of things aren't showing up for me, dude. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's mine. Oh, see, the Ronin cover looks good. That looks really good. That Ronin variant. And that's for Champions. And then for the Immortal Hulk, issue number 10, this variant of the Maker. That's actually really awesome. Maker is one of the best rehashed villains ever. I'm going on a limb saying that, but I mean it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so let me close this up. Thank you for the... Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, it's a little late, but... Segment. Spider-Man is a monstrous Spider-Verse mess. Spider-Man will appear in Vault of Spiders next week. Okay, cool. Looking forward to Miles Morales #1 next month. Agreed. Marvel is jacking up some prices, man. They're going to be talking about, I think it was, Sean. He went and pointed out. Psycho Man. Jesus. I said Fearmonger. I'm like, wait a second. Fearmonger is Adolf Hitler and a few others. There was like 4 or 5 Fearmongers. I don't think this was the one, but I'm just going to let it go. Like I said, I'm tired. Thank you for correcting me on that one, Sean. Excuse me. Let's see. Champions is getting a relaunch in January. Why? Money. And you're right. And I wanna complain about it big time, and I kind of do, but I get it. How do you pass up that easy money, right? Last issue of Mr. Miracle coming this Wednesday. I know, dude. I'm really hoping that Tom King sticks the landing, and he doesn't just do I woke up and this entire series has just been a dream. Because that would be really bad. Ah, man. We're over an hour, so I should probably start bringing this to a wrap. But anyway, yes, I'm looking forward to a bunch of stuff, but like I was saying, Marvel is jacking up some prices of some comic books, man. I think Uncanny X-Men is going to be a pretty penny. I think it's going to be like $10 or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. But apparently, Riri Williams is going to be $5 for that first issue. Like, really? Why are you doing this to us, Marvel? Swan, get some rest, get better. We'll be here for you when you feel better. I know, but I missed the last week's episode because just, oh man, I was just so tired. And then, when they accidentally broke that light bulb, and they had all of their, like literally, they brought all of their toys into the bedroom. When I say all the toys, please understand I'm not exaggerating. Every single one of their toys. Because we have, we call it an armaggio. It's Italian. It means a wall unit. You know what I'm saying? Out in the living room. And we just call it armaggio because I call it the armaggio and everybody else in the house now just calls it armaggio. My Italian's not terrible. So anyway, we have shelves for all of their toys to separate. You know, the Paw Patrol stuff, the cars and planes, vehicles stuff, and all the other miscellaneous stuff. And then the big stuff. So they brought all of them into the bedroom and then closed the door. And then my youngest son, 3.5, comes out with a piece of glass and it's between his fingers and says, I forget how he says it, but whatever. He kind of has like a bit of a speech impediment. There are certain words he just doesn't say well that he should be able to say at 3.5 years old now, but whatever. I struggle with him to try and get the S, and he just will not put his tongue in his mouth when he does it. Like, no, it's not Sally sells seashells at the seashore. It's like a snake, dude. And anyway, so he's just, what do you call it? So he's glath. I'm like, what? Give me that. I took it. I was like, stay here, don't move. And I go and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, I threw the ball up, and the glass the light bulb just broke. Like, what? What do you mean the light bulb just broke? And I throw away the glass and I come back in. I'm like, did you throw one of your toys up, or are you really speaking in the passive? Yeah, I threw my ball up. Okay, so it didn't passively break. You broke the light bulb. So it's just, oh my god. So I had to do some detective work. Batman would have been proud. I was like, okay, don't move. Put your hands up. Picked him up. Pull him out of the room. shake him off to make sure there's no glass on him or in his hair, and oh my god. And then I had to slowly separate all the toys and dust them all off to make sure there's no glass shards, and clean and mop, and of course it's in their bed, and I had to do all that. And that was like a half an hour before, so I'm like, okay, everybody stay out. And I came in here and I had to put the cancel the podcast thing, and I went back in. Way too much work. So yeah, I was up at that all night. Oh man. Wife came in, she's like, ooh, it smells great, you mopped. I'm like, just stop. Just stop. It's not a good thing that I had to mop. But anyway, what do we got in here? Just keep up with Batman just the way I am. Don't you just love it? Have kids. Kids are evil. So they keep you, they make you old and keep you young at all the same time. Everyone should keep up with Batman. I'm kind of Batmaned out, unfortunately. Yeah, his anime movie came out. I just, let's say enough. Enough's enough. Well, if you need to take a bat break. Anyway, guys. All right, that's it. Eve Ewing. But anyway, so yeah, for Ironheart, they're finally going to be calling her Ironheart in a title, in a comic book title. So anyway, that's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of Hawkman Day, International Hawkman Day. Don't forget to check out Facebook and or the Twitter account for Hawk World, and try and enter some of those contests. Just go through and look at some of the stuff there. Whole bunch of contests up, so go and start checking through. See what you can find. I'm going to actually draw a picture of Hawkman and put it up and just be like, boom, just, because it's probably going to be a quick sketch, but whatever. Excuse me. All right, guys. Love y'all. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.